Hello, I'd like to share with you some details for our May edition of our Bander Custom Income Note. But before I share with you details for May, I'd like to say and share a little bit of what happened in April. As we all know, April 2nd is what President Trump coined as Liberation Day. It was when many of the tariffs took effect and were implemented across the world. It caused a lot of volatility during the month of April. And although we still don't know what's to come, I am happy to report that all of our custom income notes during the month of April paid their monthly interest payment. This here is an active tool, a tracker that we use internally. We're happy to share it with clients. You'll notice on one of the columns it says percentage change since purchase. There's a lot of red. Those are some of the underlying securities, and they are down since inception. That's a lot of what happened this past month. But if you notice the two columns to the left, you'll see a lot more green. That's how much room or how much buffer we have on either making the monthly interest payment, or better words, receiving that monthly interest payment, or protecting the principal upon the maturity date. So happy to report all of our custom income notes during the month of April made their monthly interest payment. Now, allow me to transition and share with you what we have in store for the month of May. This will be a growth note and will be primarily traded in models 4, 5, and 6. It'll be done as part of our active portfolio management and on behalf of clients. A couple of considerations as we look at the month of May and what's to come with this upcoming note. Our underlying securities, our maturity, how long will the investment last, what are our downside protections, and then also what's our opportunity for return. And I'll remind you that the return comes in the form of a monthly cash interest payment or coupon payment. Now, when we look at the risk versus reward pendulum here, you'll see that this is considered to be a structured note, and it's going to be somewhere between a stock and a bond. We view it more tilting towards a stock because of our opportunity for growth with this particular investment or for return. I'd like to share with you a few details. The three underlying securities that we will be tracking closely and as part of this note include Delta, Best Buy, and Dell Technologies. The note will be issued through Barclays as the lending institution, and it'll be a 15-month term. Now, the two main things that we track most closely in order for us to receive our monthly interest payments. Number one, on the date of the observation date, that'll be the 23rd, as long as these three underlying securities have held 70% of their value, or in other words, have not declined by more than 30%, then we will receive a monthly interest payment. That, when annualized, is 20.5%, 20.5%. And that's a monthly interest payment of approximately 1.7%. So we're going to track these three underlying securities closely. Here momentarily, I'll share with you why we've selected these three. And then the other consideration is on the maturity date, so 15 months from May 23rd, we'll look at these underlying securities. And if the worst performing stock is not down more than 50% at maturity, full principal is repaid. If one of them is down by more than 50%, your principal may be reduced by that respective amount. Happy to explain more details regarding the risks, and as a matter of fact, would like to share with you a few of the risks associated with this type of an investment as illustrated here. And I will share with you what we've done to mitigate this risk as part of this investment. So a few things that we do is we look at all three of these underlying securities, and number one, we want them to be part of the S&P 500, one of the major indexes, meaning it's one of the largest publicly traded companies in the world. All three are part of the S&P 500. And then another criteria that we use is we rely on some of the fund managers that we've tracked over the years. In this case, Dimensional Funds. They have two different funds, and we like their filtering process as illustrated here on the screen. One is the U.S. Profitability Fund, looking at the most profitable companies throughout the world and that are publicly traded. And then also the U.S. Market Wide Value ETF, looking at U.S. companies that are considered to be undervalued, meaning in their estimates, these companies have opportunities for gain and return, which of course we like. However, our main objective with this investments, these underlying securities, stay within that coupon protection range. All three of these companies are part of the U.S. Profitability ETF with Dimensional Funds. And then Delta Airlines and Best Buy are both part of the U.S. Market-Wide Value Fund. And then lastly, we want to go and at least see what the analysts are saying. And according to MSN, as of May 11th, all three of these underlying securities are considered to be a buy. So these are a few of the criteria and what we do in order to select our underlying securities. And then we'll go out to various lending institutions and get quotes or get bids. For this particular note, we've selected Barclays as the issuing lender. Now, as always, if you have any questions regarding this particular note, please reach out to your team here at Vander Wealth Management. We will insert this particular investment into our actively managed portfolios, and we invite any of your questions that you may have regarding your individual portfolio. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We consider it an honor to work with you and your team here at Vander Wealth Management. Thank you.